Hey everybody, Jacob here. One of the best ways to get your kids to eat healthy is to have them help you in the kitchen. And today I have a very special guest in my kitchen, my nephew Andrew. Andrew, say hello.
Hi.
So Andrew comes to us all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, and you are in what grade?
I am in 4th grade.
4th grade, and what school do you go to?
Fulton Elementary.
Fulton Elementary. Are you excited to cook with me today?
Yeah, very.
So what is your favorite food?
My favorite food is pizza.
Guess what?
What?
My favorite food is pizza too.
Awesome.
Yeah. Do you like eating healthy pizza or pizza that maybe isn't that good for you?
The pizza that maybe isn't that good for me.
Alright, so guess what? What if I told you that we're going to make a pizza today that is really good for you and tastes good too?
Sounds good.
That sounds good. Alright, what do we got to do first? Very good. So they taught you how to wash your hands at school, right?
Yeah.
What did they tell you to do?
They told me to just use soap and water.
Okay, it's a little bit more complicated than that. You want to get some nice hot water and some soap, and you want to get in between your fingers really well. You want to get under your nails really well, and you want to wash for about 20 seconds. You know how long that is? If you sing happy birthday 2 times, that's 20 seconds. All right, your turn. And you can sing happy birthday if you really want to. Remember, you're on TV. You don't want to sing happy birthday. All right. And I think you're all done. Get your hands nice and dry. And now, do you feel clean? Do you feel nice and clean?
Yeah, I feel pretty clean.
All right, I like that. So, kids and pizza, that's kind of a natural combination, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say? Well, guess what? I told you before, I'm going to help you make a very healthy version of the pizza because I don't like to eat pizza if it doesn't taste very good. How about you?
Same.
I want it to taste really good. So guess what? Are you up for getting your hands nice and dirty?
Yep.
All right, let's take your hands out of your pockets there. And we're going to start with a pizza. And instead of making or using a regular pizza dough, we're going to use a whole grain flour tortilla. And why are we going to use a whole grain flour tortilla? Because it's less calories, tastes just as good, and you don't get all the bad stuff. So we're going to start with that. And I take just a crushed tomato, and I'm going to put about 1.5 ounces on that. And I'm going to leave a rim around the edge, so that way if my cheese melts over, or the sauce kind of goes out, it doesn't run onto my pan. So I'm going to let you do the same thing. Very nice. And you can put as much sauce or as little sauce as you want. You like it nice and saucy? No?
Not that much.
Not that much. Okay, I don't like that much either. You see how I left mine? And I'm going to leave a little rim there at the end. That way when it cooks or bakes in the oven, we don't have a bunch of stuff coming out the sides. The next thing I want to do is I want to take some mozzarella cheese, and I'm using a low-fat mozzarella cheese. And we're going to just grate that into a bowl.
It's really good.
My favorite ingredient, your favorite ingredient. So go ahead and take a little handful there and put some on your pizza. And now I'm just going to kind of move it around. I don't want too much, but I don't want to skimp on this one, you know. This is a good pizza. And it is much healthier than our regular pizza, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to help you there just a little bit. How about that? Is that enough?
That's good.
And what do you normally like on your pizzas?
I don't like pepperoni.
Oh, no! So I can concur. I think pepperoni is really good, but I like to use fresh ingredients. I like to use vegetables, and I think this is a really, really great time for us to sneak some vegetables into our kids' pizzas. So if we sneak it in there and you can't taste it, and you really like it, it should be okay, right? All right. So have you ever had some basil?
No.
So this is basil. Why don't you smell that? Tell me how it smells.
It smells good.
So I'm going to take a little bit of basil. I'm just going to roll it up like a cigar. And I'm going to put that nice cut right there. And I'm going to put just a little bit of basil on mine, because I like basil. Why don't you put a little bit on yours? Okay. Here, spread that around. So I'm going to give you some extra basil there, and a little bit of this will go a long way, because you're going to get some really, really good flavors. We want to make your pizza taste good without putting all the bad ingredients in there. So for this time, can you Can you forego the pepperoni just for this one time?
Yeah.
All right, I like that. So we got the basil in our pizza, which is gonna make it taste really good. And remember I said I like veggies. I know you actually like veggies, don't you?
Yeah, I really like it.
All right, so we're gonna get some nice mushrooms just chopped over here, and I'm gonna use the knife because you're how old? 10?
Yeah.
You're almost 10, right?
Yeah, almost 10.
And so I don't think you're quite ready to use the knife, right?
Yeah.
All right, so once we get those chopped up, I'm gonna put a little bit of on my pizza because I really like mushrooms. You wanna put some on yours? Love it. And then how about onions? Do you like onions?
No, I hate it.
All right, so I'm gonna put just a little sliver of onion on mine because I like onions. And you don't have to put it on yours. That one I won't make you do. How's that? Is that a good idea? Okay. It kind of does look like a fish, right? All right, so we're gonna just get a sheet pan. You wanna hold that sheet pan for me? And I just put some parchment paper on there just so it doesn't stick. If you have a pizza stone, you can certainly use a pizza stone to put that in, get that baked in the oven. And we're just gonna go at 350 degrees. And this is gonna be about 10 to 12 minutes. Now, I always say when you're baking, don't ever go by time. Time is not always the best indicator. Look at the edge and the crust of the pizza. In this case, it's our whole grain tortillas. You want to just look to see that it's a golden brown. Once you see that golden brown color, you can pull them out. So don't go by time, go by color when it comes to baking. You want to open that oven door for me? You can do it, can you? All right. Yes! And just a few minutes and we're going to have some pizza.
Yep.
All right, so our pizza is out, it's done, it's ready, and we're gonna finish it off with some nice peppery arugula. Now, do you know what arugula is?
No, I do not.
It comes from, obviously, the ground. It's a good way to get some greens into your diet. It tastes a little bit peppery, but it's really, really good, and with the combination of all the stuff you put on your pizza, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna put just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper to finish that off. And then, this is more probably for the adult version, but I put a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Just to give it some flavor, a little bit of olive oil, just to finish that off. And you said you liked tomatoes, right? So we're gonna get some tomatoes on there. And you wanna taste your product?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna let you go first. Isn't this good uncle-nephew bonding time?
Yeah.
So why don't you hold that like that and give that a taste. That's really good. So, the whole grain tortilla, you don't miss the regular crust at all, do you? Do you miss having a regular crust at all? So the whole grain tortilla gives you a really, really good base for this pizza, and you don't really miss the crust at all. The peppery arugula gives it a nice flavor. The balsamic vinegar also adds a depth in there that just really tastes good. And the cheese, well, what do you say? Who doesn't love cheese, right? So for this and other recipes, go to my website at portionyourplate.com. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter. And go to my YouTube channel, Portion Your Plate. Right?
Yeah.
You want to tell everybody where they're supposed to go?
You're supposed to go to portionyourplate.com.
All right.
My uncle goes there.